Hello students, let's continue with the theorems of lines and angles. Theorem 6.6. It states that lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. I have taken three lines L, M and N. Lines which are parallel to the same line. Let's consider that same line as M and the lines here means L and N. Now L is parallel to M and N is also parallel to M. See, the statement is lines which are parallel to the same line. That same line is M and these are the lines, L and N are the lines which are parallel to the same line, that is M. So L is parallel to M and N is also parallel to M. Then what we have to prove? We have to prove that they are parallel to each other. Your aim is to prove that L is also parallel to N. I have marked three angles here. You can also mark other angles if you want. Now let's see how to prove it. L is parallel to M. M is parallel to N. If I consider L parallel to M, I can say angle 1 is equal to angle 2 since these are corresponding angles. If I consider M and N, these are also parallel, so I can easily say 2 is equal to 3. Again corresponding angles. Now angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 2 is equal to angle 3. So I can say angle 1 is equal to angle 3 since both are equal to angle 2. We know the things which are equal to the same thing are also equal to each other. So easily we can say angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Now observe these two lines. Angle 1 has become equal to angle 3. Which are these angles? These are actually corresponding angles and the corresponding angles have become equal. If corresponding angles have become equal, that means the lines are parallel. Therefore, we can easily say L is parallel to N. This way we have to prove it. So let's start writing. Given to proof. So given is L is parallel to M and N is also parallel to M. What we have to prove? We have to prove L is parallel to N. Proof. Since L is parallel to M, we can say angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Why? Corresponding angles. Let this be equation number 1. Again, M is parallel to N. So it employs angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Same reason, corresponding angles. Let's name it as equation number 2. From 1 and 2, we can say angle 1 is equal to angle 3 since both are equal to angle 2. But these are corresponding angles. It implies L would be parallel to N, hence proved. You can also write since the corresponding angles have become equal, so the lines must be parallel. Therefore, L is parallel to N, hence proved. That's it. Let's move on to the next theorem, that is 6.7. The sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. We have already done this theorem in previous classes. Let's look at it. There is a triangle. Let it be ABC. These are the three angles, angle A, angle B and angle C. We have to prove that the sum of these three angles is 180 degrees. For this, we require a construction. And the construction is to draw a line parallel to the base BC. You can take any of the edges and draw a line parallel to that. I am taking BC and I am constructing a line parallel to BC. Since it's a construction, so keep it dotted. Let this be angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5. According to your convenience you can name them. So let's start. Given, we have been given with a triangle ABC, a simple triangle ABC. What we need to prove? We need to prove angle 2 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degrees. If I write here to prove angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180, that can be considered wrong. The reason being, angle A is not just this much. Angle A is angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3, not only angle 2. So we have to mention angle 2. We won't write angle A, because angle A is angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. So you need to specify which angle you are talking about in angle A. So this is our to prove. Construction. I told you this is not a mandatory step, but in this theorem we need to use construction. Through A, draw L parallel to BC. Let's look at its proof. See, L is parallel to BC, so I can say angle 1 is equal to angle 4. Why? Because these are alternate interior angles. Similarly, I can say angle 3 is equal to angle 5. See, Z is being formed, so in alternate interior angles would be equal, so 3 would be equal to angle 5. Now we also know angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. These are angles on a straight line, so definitely they would sum up to 180 degrees. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. Now in place of angle 1, I can write angle 4 plus angle 2 as it is, plus in place of angle 3, I can write angle 5. So angle 4 plus angle 2 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degrees. This is what was to be proved. So since L is parallel to BC, it employs angle 1 is equal to angle 4 and angle 3 is equal to angle 5. The reason is alternate interior angles. Let this be equation number 1. Let this be equation number 2. Also, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. The reason is angles on a line. Let this be equation number 3. Now substituting one and 2 in 3. We are simply substituting the values of equation 1 and 2 in equation number 3. So let's see what will happen. It employs, in place of 1, it's 4 plus angle 2 plus in place of angle 3 we can write angle 5 is equal to RHS as it is 180 degrees. So angle 4 plus angle 2 plus angle 5 has become equal to 180 degrees. Hence proved. That's it. Let's look at theorem 6.8. It states that if a side of a triangle is produced, then the exterior angle so formed is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. Let's see what does it mean. If a side of a triangle is produced, that means there is a triangle. Let us name it as ABC. If a side of a triangle is produced, so we are taking any one of the sides, let it be AB, let it be BC, let it be AC. That's your choice. I'm taking BC as the side and it is produced. Let it be D. Now the side BC of this triangle has been produced, comma, what you need to prove? You need to prove that then the exterior angle so formed. What is the exterior angle formed here? This is the exterior angle because these three are interior angles. then the exterior angle so formed is equal to, this angle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. Now let's look at it. What are these interior angles? Interior angles are these three. So interior opposite would be, now which are the two interior opposite angles to this angle? This is the exterior angle. So the two interior opposite angles to it would be angle A and angle B. This is although an interior angle, but this is not opposite to it. These are the two opposite angles to this. So we need to prove that this exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. Let's name them for convenience. Let it be 1, angle 2, let this be angle 3, and let this be angle 4. So we need to prove angle 4 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. So how we can do it? Let's see. Suppose I'm taking this triangle ABC. I can say angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. Why? Due to angle sum property of a triangle. Let it be first equation. Angle 3 plus angle 4, if I consider this as a line and a ray is falling on it, so we can say angle 3 plus angle 4 is also equal to 180 degrees since it's a linear pair. Now 1 plus 2 plus 3 is also 180. 3 plus 4 is also 180. Right hand sides are equal, so easily left hand sides can be compared. We can say angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 would be equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Angle 3 gets cancelled. We are left with angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 4. And this was to be proved. This is what was meant to be proved. Now here I have produced side BC. You can produce any of the sides. Let's start with its proof. I'll be writing what I have explained. Now I'll be writing that. Given is a triangle ABC whose side BC is produced to D. To prove what we are supposed to prove, exterior angle is equal to sum of the two interior opposite angles. These are the interior opposite angles, their sum. Proof. This would be 180. Why? Angle sum property of a triangle. Let it be equation number 1. Also, angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 180. Why? Linear pair or linear pair axiom you can write. From 1 and 2, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 would be equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Angle 3 gets cancelled. We are left with angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 4. This was meant to be proved. So at last we can write hence proved. This theorem is also known as exterior angle theorem. Other name to this theorem, because you would be using it as an application in some theorems, you would be using this theorem. So in short, you can mention there exterior angle theorem. Instead of writing this reason, you can simply mention exterior angle theorem wherever you are making use of this theorem. See children, one more thing. If I would have produced some other side, like this is triangle ABC, if I would have produced say this side BA, then this would have become exterior angle. Then this would have become an exterior angle, and this would have been equal to angle B plus angle C. Like if I name it as 1, 2, 3, so angle 1 would be equal to angle 2 plus angle 3. You could have drawn like this. If this side is produced, then this would have been the exterior angle. It would be equal to this plus this. If we were producing this side, then this angle was the exterior angle. Always note the side which is produced, the angle is formed there, so it would be equal to sum of two interior opposite angles. So angle 1 would be equal to 2 plus 3. Let's look at one more figure. Suppose it is something like this, A, B, C. Now some students also get mistaken here. They consider this as an exterior angle to this and this. Let it be 1, let it be 2, let it be 3, let's name it 4, let's name it 5. You also get confused this way. You can write, at times students tend to write angle 1 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 3 by exterior angle theorem. This is wrong. Angle 1 is not an exterior angle to 2 and 3. If I consider, see, the statement is if a side of a triangle is produced, suppose I am producing this side till here, so this is the exterior angle so formed. So angle 4 would be equal to 2 and 3. Or if I am producing this side BA, so this would be the exterior angle formed, that is angle 5. So angle 5 would be equal to 2 and 3. So 4 can also be considered equal to 2 and 3. 2 plus 3, sorry. And angle 5 can also be considered equal to angle 2 plus angle 3. Now how this is happening? Angle 4 is also equal to 2 plus 3, 5 is also equal to 2 plus 3. You can notice that 4 and 5 are vertically opposite angles. So obviously they would be equal to each other. That is why they are having the same value.